Hello, everybody. This is Jacob from Winchman This. I know I haven't made a couple videos in a while. Been just busy, Super Bowl stuff, just a lot of different stuff going on. This is weird. This is really weird. Anyway, sorry, this bell rang here at the Tomahawk Chop, and I don't really know why. It was like the doorbell. It was just weird. Anyway, something that I know people run into some, and I'm going to address it here, is only having, let's say, $300, but all the craps tables being $25 tables. So I'm going to call this like short stack play or something like that, where I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and ideas behind this, what you should do or shouldn't do. But one of the things I want to point out, guys, first is that, in my opinion, you shouldn't play. You should not play with a $25 table with $300. You just shouldn't do it. And the reason being is pretty simple. You just don't have enough bets. You just don't have enough bets to be successful at a high enough rate where it's worth your money. And so what I mean by that is that, in my opinion, in my experience with craps, is that if you don't have, let's say, at least 50 or 60 bets worth of bankroll, you're probably going to lose, because you're going to get into a run that you can't overcome. The variance is going to go against you, and you're going to have a run that you just can't overcome, and it will eat up your money. Well, at a $25 table with $300, you only have 12 bets. There's only 12 bets there. And if you play the 6 and 8 at the true odds you're supposed to play them at the 30, it starts cutting into that even. So in my opinion, you just shouldn't do it. Go find a bubble craps machine, or go find one of those electronic tables where you can play smaller bets. But if you just don't have a choice, or you just have to play, or whatever the case may be. So I'm going to talk about it, what I would do, the things that I would do. I have some other videos on this years ago. My thought process on it has changed some, guys. And that's another thing, is my older videos, guys, videos I did 1, 2, 3 years ago, a lot of those, I don't play that way anymore. So I leave them up there just because they're, kind of show thought processes and the way things went for me and changed over the years and just different things. So I leave them there. But honestly, guys, most of them, I don't play that way. So let's get right to this. If you only have $300 and it's a $25 table, what is that limiting? Okay, so you can't do like pass line and odds, because that's a $50 bet minimum. Really, that's 1/6 of your money right away. Any box number is going to take 1/12 of your money. So basically any bet, you're looking at 1/12 of your money to make it. So what should you do? In my opinion, you should do something that's going to allow you to have some type of backup. And so this is the way I would play if it was me. First thing is, I'd put a quarter on the don't. I know you're risking to come out here, but if you can get this quarter through, you'll be in a situation where you can kind of play a protected game of craps. It is similar to 6, 7, 8, but not really. Let's see what happens. We got a 6, 5, 1, 6. Okay, right here, 6. Now, if it's me, I'm going to take this quarter and I'm going to either put it on the 8, the 4, 5, 10, one of those bets, right? Even if I have to go to 30, which is fine, on the 8. Okay, so to the 7, I have $5 in risk right now. If I roll a 7, I'm going to win a quarter, but I'm going to lose 30. As long as I don't roll a 6, I'm okay overall. So what we're looking for here is a win on the 8. If we get a win on the 8, what we'll do then is we'll be in the profit for the most part. And we'll make some adjustments. See what happens here. There's a 5, 4, 1, 5. But we're playing like one number versus one number here. Remember, we don't have a lot of, and there's the 6, knocked us off, which is going to happen. I mean, you are going to get knocked off. All right, I would redo it. My 8 would be off. I would have my 8 off for this come out. And what we're doing here, we're playing a very simple way of craps. Oh, another 6. Interesting. Okay. Very simple game of craps. The 8 would be back working. Oh, and there's 7. Okay. So we're going to lose. So we're down $30 total right here. But at least we didn't have $100 out there and lose it all. You know? Here we go. We're just playing a very simple style, trying to manufacture a win or two. There's a 9. And you could just play directly against this. And you're going to be the favorite, but it's a very boring way to play. So we're going to grab the 5. I'm going to grab the sister of every number and see what happens here. Maybe we can roll a 5. And there's a 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll add, oh man, that's knocked off again. Ugh, ugly. Oh. Knocked off again. That's not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to keep getting knocked off. The 5 will be off. And we got a 6 again. 5, 1, 6. We'll just jump over here to the 8, come back here. And again, guys, you're playing short stacked, so you're really limited on what you can do. You could just run out there and get smacked in one roll, or you can try to manufacture yourself some wins. It's just not working at this point. And there's a 7, so it's going to lose 5 more bucks. And again, you could always just play the don't. I'm trying to show some different things than just saying, oh, I'm just going to play the don't. Because that's probably the best option. But most people aren't going to want to do that. And there's a 10, okay. There we go. So now you've got a good situation, right? At this point, if I got the 4 or the 10 of the point, I'm probably going to go for it, right? I'm going to go for some odds, put 100 in odds. Why is this? Because I have the best chance to win this bet than I've had of all the other bets. Now, if I have this 4 or 10 in this situation, I'm going to play just against it. I'm going to try to make a win. Let's see what happens. Hard 6, 2 3s. Hard 8, 2 4s. And remember, guys, we're only playing with $300, so you're at a third, a little over a third of your money here on one bet. But you're a 2-to-1 favorite, so this is your chance to try to make some money. And there's 7 out. That last one, guys, it was either a 4 or a 5. So we're going to win $75 total dollars there. That's going to help us out with where we've been. Had a couple losses. And again, I'm going to repeat this process. So we're at 100, 200. We're about even, maybe a little up. I'm going to repeat this process every time. So if I get these ones in here, I'm going to play the sister. If I get the 4 or 10, I'm going to try to attack it. And this is what I would do if I was playing, as I'll refer to as short stacked. All right? On an expensive table. There's a 4. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Put 100 in odds. And I'm only doing this, guys, because I'm a 2-to-1 favorite in this case. And 7 out. Very nice. 6, 1, 7. That's why I don't do it on the other ones, because I'm not a 2-to-1 favorite. And I'm talking about from a probability standpoint, guys. From the probability says that I should win 2 for every one I lose. All right, here we go. And we got an 8, 6 deuce. We're going to grab the 6. Here we go. See if we can get a 6. Got a 5. 3, 2, 5. And when you're playing kind of behind the 8 ball here, this is the kind of play you need to be doing. 4-1-5, in my opinion, because it's less risk and you're kind of keeping the probability advantage all the time. And that's what you want to do. You want to try to be in the advantage. There's 3 5s in a row, another 4-1. You should have been on the 5, have been a good profit. We haven't hit a single, there's a 10. We haven't hit a single box number yet. So maybe we'll hit the 6 here. Let's see. 8. Nope. Knocked us off. Haven't hit one box number yet. That's interesting. We've won on the 4s and 10s though. So that's kind of the goal of this, is to get to those spots. And we got a 5. This is a new point. Take that, put that on the 9, right where it goes. Rack up our $5. All right, let's see if we can get a 9. There's an 8. Hopefully I can hit a box number, because I'll show you guys what I plan on doing if I do get a box number win. And a 7, so it's a break even there. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point. We'll see. And a 9, okay. So we'll be back on the 5. 6, 3. Let's put a quarter on the 5. Right there. Come on, 5. 6. We'll see if we ever get there. 2. Too crappy. Hey, there we go. 4-1-5. We hit our number that we have on the box. Let's go win 35. All right, 35 is more than 25. So we're going to pull this 5 down. We've made $35 in this hand. Now we're just going to play that quarter against that 9. And this is where I was trying to go to. It just finally happened. So now you're playing this for free. Hopefully you can roll a 7 before a 9. And this is a lot of what I would do short-handed, or short-stacked, I mean. There's a 6-5 yo. There's a 3-2-5. And you could keep it out there if you wanted. But the idea is you're trying to build up your bets, right? Your amount of bets you got. You know, maybe you have 12. Maybe you're trying to get to 20 bets. You know, something like that. There's a 4. And that's kind of the idea behind the way I would do this. And there's 7. So we won on the box and then on the don't. So that's about the best case scenario in this style of play. And again, guys, this is talking about playing short stacked. Like short, where the table minimum is high and you don't have very much money. All right? So let's see where we ended up. Started with 300. There's 325 right there. 400, 425. So, you know, we added a third to our money. Pretty good run. Now, we did most of the work with the 4 and the 10, which is going to be the case most of the time. But we did see, we had a 9 point. We made our 5, pulled it down, took the 35 profit, and then made the 7 before the 9. And guys, this is how you can manage a short stack at an expensive table. This is one of the ways. This is one of the ways you could do it. And why does this work? Because you're playing the don't, and the don't is going to be successful a lot of the time, or it's going to break even a lot of the time. It's going to give you the chance to get to the 4 and the 10. Now, obviously, if you hit the 4 and the 10 when you're on it, playing this way, it's going to lose. But remember, you only have 12 total bets going in. You only have 12 total $25 bets. So you're not giving yourself much of a chance anyway. So this just gives you a better chance to make something like this work. Again, I'm just showing a lot. I'm going to show a couple videos like this of different ways to do this because I know this happens to people, and I've had people ask me these questions a lot. What should I do? What would you do? They ask me them questions. And this is the kind of stuff I do. This would be the most of what I would do. I'd play the don't, play off the don't, try to get to where I'm already in profit, and then just try to win on the don't. On the 4 and the 10, I would go for it. again, with only $300 at a $25 table, you're going to have to pick a spot to go for it, right? You're going to have to pick a spot where you go for it. Because you just don't have enough bets. And the variance will eventually catch you without enough bets. But anyways, thank you guys for your time. Hey, if you're interested in sports betting, I know the NFL season is over, but the XFL season starting and the USFL starting, guys, it's very similar. I feel like I'm going to be able to do the same things with them. I've been paying a lot of attention to it recently, and I do think it's very bettable, and they obviously put out lines for us. So if you're interested, check out wagerwithus.com, guys, $25 a month. I also do college basketball mainly. I do baseball, and I do a little tiny bit of NBA. I try to stay away from the NBA somewhat, but college basketball, guys, I went 11 for 13 the other day in some picks, and I've had a 9-0 day on a 9 pick recently. So, guys, I kind of know my stuff about college basketball. Obviously, it isn't perfect. I do have losing days here and there, but definitely know my stuff there. Check me out, wagerwithus.com, $25 a month. Give me a try. Hey, it's worth it for $25. You get to join the Discord, get involved with a bunch of sports betting people from around the country. I also do contests on there, giveaways. I've given away jerseys, given away hoodies, stuff like that. Anyways, guys, thank you for your time. This is Jacob from Wager With Us.